Thank you very much. I am from Sri Lanka. I think having heard all the articulations made by eminent lecturers, I thought that Sri Lanka has a little better story to tell you. Because the statistics that I have brought in, we have a population of 20.6 million. Every year we get about 3.7 lakhs of live births. And under 5 children, you get about 460,000. And number of adolescents is about 40 million. 40,000. Number of pregnant mothers is about 3.8 lakhs. And maternal mortal ratio is about 33.5% per 100,000 live births. Under 5 mortality rate is 12 per 1,000. Infant mortal rate is 10.2 per 1,000. Immunization coverage is 98%. This is all because I believe the literacy rate that we have in our country is about 98-99%. And in addition to that, we have 3 major officers in each village to look after these activities. That is, number 1 is Grama Sevaka. He looks after the administration and other basic complaints and things like that. And there is a family health worker in every village. So that lady goes right round the village and looks after the pregnant mothers and other family matters, health, nutrition, and all that. And she is a public officer paid by the government. And there's another officer called Agricultural Extension Officer. Now he's there to help the farmers and to look after that aspect of their lives. So, the cooperative society is well inactive, and the small for microfinance, things like that. And especially we have focused, as everyone emphasized, the women of the family. So they are much more secured, especially the microfinance, and repaying of their loans is 99% now. Earlier it was 30-40%, now it has been increased to 99%. And they have a rural bank. That bank is the 3rd richest bank in the country. So, so like that it has been improving very fast, but I can see the low birth weight rate has been coming down since 1988, is very significantly. And but unfortunately in the state sector we have in the middle of the country, we have a large tea plantation, rubber plantation, and in that sector the literacy rate is very poor. And on the other hand, and they have no time to listen to anybody. They go early in the morning to work and come back late in the evening. So hardly any time for them to talk to somebody or be with them. And during Sundays they leave and they make use of other activities of their family. So that's the problem. But now the government has introduced the same system that had been in the other part of the country to look after their health. But still the live birth rate is still high, still low. Malnutrition among under 5 children also, it has also been coming down since 1975 to 2006. The figures is coming down very significantly. And the problem that we have encountered at the moment is the uh, anemia. So that has also had come down, but still it's in alarming rate as we think. So that earlier it was for pregnant women, it had been in 1988 it was about 30.3. Now it has come down to 16.7. So like that it has come down everything, but still we believe it's on high side. And the percentage of people getting less than the recommended level of calories still in high side is more than 50% now, 50.7%. So this low birth weight rate is static, so we have to attend to that. And protein energy is also, it has not been shown a significant change. Iron deficiency is in a high side. Vitamin A deficiency is in high side. Major problems among pregnant and lactating mothers is the protein energy, malnutrition and anemia. So these are the things that we have to attend. And the problem that has emerged is at the moment in urban areas, the obesity and the hypertension, heart diseases, diabetes and carcinomas. So these are problems that we have seen at the moment. For this purpose, the government has adopted a nutritional policy, and this is under implementation now. And his special presidential task force has been appointed, and that is in operation at the moment. Is a very speedy work has been done, and the agricultural sector has been asked to go in for growing more nutritious grains like green gram, black gram and finger millets, maize and things like that. And also rice varieties, where the local varieties which have been proven value with some proven value of medicinal values, let's say diabetics and things like that. So that is on the way. But unfortunately, this climatic change has created a havoc in the country. Last 3 weeks it has been continuous raining and floods, and all what we have done on that is all washed away. 40% of the expected production at the yield is totally perished. So if that is something that now last time we had a severe drought, and this time we had severe floods. And if this trend is going to continue, there are going to be a bit of a problem. Whatever that we do, at the end, if the natural disasters can ruin us. So last time the tsunami ruined us, and then the drought came up, then the floods. So these are the things that we will have to address our mind, and how to encounter this type of problems in the future. If it is going on like this, definitely people will not bother about the nutrition of what you eat. They will have to get their stomachs filled with something. So that is the danger that we can think about. But still, now the government with the special task force has started a rural household development program. With that, we have distributed 10 chicken, 1 cow, and home garden plot assistance with a little money and some seeds, and now they are going ahead right around the country. That is for the purpose, because that is one of the measures that we have thought of, that we could meet this environmental challenge. Now, basically the main agricultural areas were perished, but now if you some part of the country is not affected. So what we thought was, now we'll go right around the country, this household development work. Then if one side perishes, at least you will get the other side of it. So like that, to balance it in some way, now that President Task Force is going, I hope that it would work well in the near future. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, this conference has revealed and projected a very rich agenda for research, for advocacy, and for civil society. But when it comes to policy level actions, which the governments have to take, in my view, one of the most important requirement, if you wish to carry it back, is the need for a high level ministerial committee on food and nutrition security, preferably chaired by the Prime Minister and with all the ministers concerned, which will then take periodical action, like you pointed out, where the dangers are and where the need for coordinated action is required. And if such a policy level committee is created, it will focus attention not only on the success of the pilot programs that you have launched, but also the risks of flood, global warming, high food prices, different challenges and risks that keep emerging from time to time. Under such a broad ministerial committee, there is a need for further institutional arrangements at the official level between the institutions which are dealing with food, nutrition and health. So the synergy which is required will probably be necessary. And obviously, in this case, the programs that are required, whether it is micronutrients, whether it is some other fortification, and as well as different nutritional program and health programs will get, and hopefully these agencies will be tasked to produce projects, bankable projects, which can go for foreign funding. The third area is, in my view, modernizing agriculture marketing. And because high nutrition requires higher value crops which require better marketing, and so there again there is a need for better. Of course, the most important lesson coming from here is to focus on women and children, particularly small children. And if any programs can be developed which will focus on women, and particularly the first 700 days of the child, as Maggie Kali Khatun pointed out on the first day, this will be a very major step in the nutrition. And finally, I would say that awareness programs, now television is spreading, IT is spreading, cell phones are spreading, and so if programs which create awareness and are made by local television experts to show the impact of malnutrition on children and on women and its importance. This itself, you don't require intervention in every case. If awareness created, mothers themselves will look after their children. So there is a need for a very major communication program in the countries concerned. These are examples of the kind of policy level actions that could be initiated to achieve the desired results. Since at the global level, the efforts in this direction are now increasing, one will hope that international funding will increase not just for agriculture, but the integrated view of agriculture with nutrition and health, as well as the results of research that are going on in these areas will also become available to these projects. So it's a very important time, our juncture, to make a quantum jump and start bringing about a paradigm shift in our approach to these matters. And if all the countries, particularly those 30 countries which are now still facing very severe hunger problems in the total, in the IFPRI hunger project, you will see those chronically hungry countries, are a country with chronic hunger, require special attention in this respect. And I hope IFPRI and other donor community will also focus on those countries in the kind of actions we have. So these are the kind of actions, and I would welcome any supplementary comments in response to suggestions of this kind, whether this kind of an approach is feasible.